Hello adventurers, and welcome to another Black Desert Mobile video. In this one, I'm just going to be going over the things that you should be doing on a daily basis in Black Desert. So this will be kind of like a mini series. I'm going to be going over what you should be doing on a daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis. So I'll pretty much be covering all of the content that you can be doing or should be doing if you want to progress your account pretty much. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. So just a quick heads up, most of these things are just things that I do every single day, things that I kind of have like a checklist of things that I need to do. It's not like a top 10 thing where it's like, oh, this is like the number one thing that you should be doing. It's just everything that you should be doing in general for every single day. Once you do this a few times, like you can kind of make a habit of it. You can knock it out in like 30 minutes. But some things, of course, do take a little bit longer. So like if you're doing your Black Spirit quest, that takes a little bit longer. So normally I'll wait for that towards the very end, and then I'll kind of like AFK it. But I'm gonna start out with pretty much all of the things you should be doing actively every day. So first thing on my list is always bounty missions. So for the bounty missions, I just come to the bounty mission board and then accept whatever is available. Normally, there's not this event going on, but whenever I'm doing these missions, I'll normally look towards, is there something that can give me these artisan skein? Just because like I don't think there's really any other way to get these other than like stories, so I'll go for these, and then obviously the highest tier Holy Vial of Splendor as well. So for me, I'm just gonna accept that, and then I'm gonna go do it, and then I'll cut that part out. So while you're doing these bounty missions, what I also like to do is just kind of check this little bell. And this is where like I'll do other things as well. So while this is working in the background, I'm actually going to move on to the next thing, which is praising ranks. So make sure that you're doing this every single day. You can get some black pearls from this. So it's not a lot, but it definitely does add up over time. I think you get like 12 a day, so after 10 days you get 120, so that's not like that bad, but it's just one thing to do every day. It's quick, it's easy, it doesn't take a lot of thought or effort. So the thing that I do after that is always the Tower of Trials. So I'll just kind of come in here. Normally it won't already be completed, but if you have it still available from the day before, just go ahead and complete that. And then start the ones for today. So now that that's done, I also kind of, sometimes I'll do merchantry. So if I'm not actually doing it myself or doing it in the camp, sometimes I'll send out one of my characters to do this. And then if you've done this, make sure that you collect it. So this time I wasn't lucky, I didn't get any black pearls, but just another thing that you should be doing daily is either merchantry dispatch or merchantry in your actual camp. So I definitely encourage doing the one in the camp if you don't have 100 merchantry, just because you can get a lot more black pearls from it. And I think it's a little bit more consistent in terms of like the return for black pearls. So definitely make sure you're doing that. Now that that's done for my first bounty mission, I'm going to actually go ahead and re-roll until I find what I want. So I'll just take this one. It's quick, it's easy, and I get skein as well. So let's do a boss rush. And I'm not even going to do Hadoom, I'm just going to do the normal one. So with that done, that's bounty missions out of the way. What I want to also do is Patrigio. So go to Patrigio and basically go to his shop and then buy whatever he has available. Sometimes you'll get really nice rewards, sometimes you'll get pets. So this is something that 100% you should be doing every single day, because this is really good for your progress. So some of these, it's not that good, but I mean, like, it's better than nothing, I guess. I always skip the accessory chest, but if you're like a newer player, make sure that you grab those. I don't actually need it. It's kind of a waste of money for me right now, so that's a pass on my end. I'll always buy these. I'll buy those even though I don't need them. This is really what I'm looking out for though, is like tier 5 pet chests. I always make sure that I buy those. Those are super important for me and for you as well. So they're super cheap, and then they're pretty common here in Patrigio's shop. And then also you can get these tier 6 pet chests. You won't get them every single day. Some days you'll get 3 like I just did, and some days you'll get none. So just be patient, but make sure that you're keeping up with this. So with Patrigio out of the way, something that I normally look at are these little bell alerts to see like, well, what else do I have next on my list? What you can also do is collect these items from the special shop. So collect a free relic, collect a free lightstone, collect a free accessory. And then I'm just gonna kind of group this as like things that you should be doing in the Pearl shop every day anyways. So what I'll also do is check this selection chest, and then I'll look at the golden crate. What I'm really looking for are these right here, these chests with the Rune of Darkness chest. These are really, really good because you can get a primal Rune of Darkness for your Black Spirit. I'm actually gonna buy this. It's it's not often that I actually buy it, but I'll look for one that has 100 and then one that has like 20 or 30. So I got 120 out of this one purchase. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm willing to spend 800 black pearls for that. So my recommendation is don't buy it if you don't really need it that bad, or if you don't have a lot of black pearls, or if there's not a Rune of Darkness chest that's at least 100, don't buy it. Just kind of wait. It'll keep coming. So the next thing that I do is on this same tab, selection chest, go down and go to your odds and ends, and then make sure that you're buying these chicken soup chests. So these are only costing black pearls, so pretty much anything that's that cheap for black pearls, I recommend getting it. Black pearls are not too hard to come by. So the next thing that I would do in the Pearl shop is go up here to special pack, and then go to the silver shop, and then make sure that you're buying these 100 restoration scrolls every day. It's just for a little bit of silver, so it's super cheap. However, it's not a lot of restoration scrolls, but like I said before, something's better than nothing, and it definitely does add up over time. So that's all that I do here in the Pearl shop. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So another thing that you should be doing on a daily basis is talking to your fairy and doing all the different fairy activities. So if you come here on Bond, what you'll want to do is talk to her every day. You'll have a daily limit of 3. And then you'll just kind of select whichever one that you're going for. For me, I'm going for Creative Bold right now. So make sure that you do that. But then also part of this is make sure that you also do your wishes. So again, Creative Bold is what I'm going for, except in this case, I pretty much already have max bold. So I'm gonna go Relaxed Honest, and I'll just do this one right here. So this will be like another little quest that you need to do. So whatever it is asking you to do, make sure that you complete that. And then as part of this, make sure that you're also doing the study as well. So use these items, and then you can have her study it, and it'll cost you a certain amount of curiosity, and that's pretty much it for that one. So as part of this, make sure that you're also sending her off to meditate. And then also something that you can do is do one of these other activities. So say that you weren't doing the playtime, you can also do this this adventure as well to get different items. I think the adventuring is really, really good, especially if you haven't gotten your brooch maxed out. So for this one, you can get a lot of resources to level your brooch up, but those wishes will give you the resources to level up your Hadum brooch, or your lunar brooch, excuse me. You do also have the option to buy more of these, like more of the Whispering Dews, but that costs black pearls. I don't think it's super necessary, but it's definitely up to you. One more thing I did forget to mention was make sure that you're collecting your mail. So every day you'll be getting some mail from Black Desert Mobile, and then also you will be getting these greetings from your friends list. So you'll want to make sure that you get all of these greetings, and then go to your friends list and then greet all as well. So these are kind of good, these little social tokens. They're good for things that you can buy in your guild camp, so just make sure you do that. So the next thing that I wanted to show was going into your camp. You should be doing this every single day. And what I'll do is a couple of things. The first thing that I look at is, okay, I gathered a lot of this stuff for cooking, and then did like my workers do anything? Like, did they finish any of the tasks that they needed to do? One of them would be like this right here, like finish. I'm actually confused why this finished. Would be to finish crafting these extra large stamina potions. If you're not doing this, this is a weekly task, but if you're not doing this, make sure that you're doing this. I'll cover this in the next video, but always make sure you're making stamina potions. It's really helpful later on. But what I'm looking at is actually my workers doing world gathering. So I'm gonna complete all, but I won't send them again. And then I'm just gonna encourage, greet all. And then you don't have to actually do what I just did. I just did that because I wanted to show you this is the daily task you should be doing, which is world gathering. Click it, make sure that you're on focused gathering, and then see which one of these resources you need. For me, it's the wild grass. So I'm gonna select all of these top ones for the wild grass, and then I'll select all these other ones as well. So make sure you're doing that. But another thing that you want to be doing on a daily basis, ooh, I now see what I messed up. So, okay, so I accidentally messed up what I was actually supposed to do. And this is just because I normally don't manually do this. I just have them complete the task and then repeat it. So, whenever you go to your workers, make sure that you send workers again. That'll make this really easy so you don't mess anything up like I did. But what I meant to do was go to farming, and then I kind of have like an idea of what it is I need. So let me go ahead and free up 8 of my workers. Okay, so now that if you have your workers already ready, you should more or less try to have an idea of what resources you're needing for your cooking. So for me, I need a lot of wheat, and then I also need, I believe it's these chilies right here, and then some mushrooms. So that's everything that I needed right there. So in summary, just make sure that you're gathering with your workers. I prioritize farming over world gathering, but make sure that you're doing both of them. And then whenever you do them, make sure that you have your workers set to send worker again whenever it's completed. So that way you don't actually have to like think about what you're doing or who's doing what. It's already allocated how you want it. So make sure that your highest vitality workers are the ones that are doing the farming and then also the world gathering. So whenever you have other tasks like crafting these extra large stamina potions, their stat that they need is actually dexterity. So just always kind of be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're not just like throwing whatever worker to do whatever job. Use a worker that's going to be faster and more efficient at doing it, so it saves you time in the long run. The next thing I did want to say was just make sure that you're doing your events and different tasks that are going on. So always check your event tab and see like what is it that I need to do. So this week, what we really need to do is kill 25,000 enemies on a daily basis, but then also make sure that you're doing anything else. So do like the login events. These are like weekly events, so just kind of be mindful of that. This one's something that you need to receive every day. So for this week, or for today, I need to do fishing ×8 so I can get those rewards. And then make sure that you're doing all these other exchanges. So as a daily task, always check your event page, make sure that you do everything that you need to do, and then you can just kind of move on. With the defeating monsters task though, something that you'll need to do is defeat monsters every day anyways. So what I'm gonna do is just teleport to my location. So whenever you're at a farming spot, just make sure that you're using your combat buffs. And then what you're actually here for is make sure that you are doing your Black Spirit quests. So you have these Black Spirit quests available, and then you can accept it. And you get like, not the best rewards, but again, something's better than nothing. But the one that kind of matters is the Hadum quest. So just make sure that you're accepting them before you're killing these monsters. And then also as part of this, go into your guild quest that you have available and then accept these defeat enemies as well. So So with that being done, what I'm gonna do is look at my daily tasks. You always have these daily tasks to check in to kind of see what your progress is for the day, but I'm gonna claim all. And then I can see what do I have left for the rest of today. And for me, it's just defeat those black spirits. So that's pretty much everything that I had to show for right now. Something that you could also be doing is just like do cooking daily. You have to be gathering with your workers daily, but you don't necessarily have to be cooking daily. I would normally just kind of wait until the end of the week, but this kind of gives you a better idea of what ingredients are you needing, like for the future, like what ingredients are you low on, what ingredients should you be cooking. So just kind of keep an eye on this as well. So the next, and honestly probably like the last thing that I wanted to show, was just this little stopwatch up here. This is like a login timer. So whenever you're logged in, it's gonna be counting how long you've been logged in. If you've been logged in for a while, or once you're done with your Black Spirit quest, make sure that you go and collect all these rewards. It's not a lot, but as always, these little things do add up. So just kind of adding everything that we did today, it gives you a lot more than you had yesterday. So some other things that you could do is like collect your purified water or collect your citron tea. You don't necessarily need to do this every day, but this is more of like a weekly task. So anything else that needs to be done on a weekly basis, like doing co-op rushes or doing expeditions or Path of Glory, I'll be covering that in the top things to be doing on a weekly basis in Black Desert Mobile. So hopefully this helps you out. It's definitely it's like the bare minimum of things that you need to be doing. It's quick, it's easy, and then hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of what you should be doing, and then also like a good process for how to do these things. That way you're not wasting a lot of time, or you're not like sitting around waiting for one thing to end so you can start another thing. So with that being said, that's pretty much everything that I had for the daily tasks for Black Desert Mobile. Like I said, I will be covering things to be doing on a weekly basis as well as a monthly basis. So that'll be including a bunch of PvP content and a lot of different like co-op rushes. So just be on the lookout for that, and hopefully this helped you. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're going a lot faster than I expected. Hopefully we'll get to 500 pretty soon, and then I can apply to the partner program, and then hopefully then I'll be able to start doing some giveaways for y'all. So again, thank you as always for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.